Hello everyone, and welcome to sin number 1 of the 7 Deadly Sins series. We are going to be talking about the sin of gluttony. Now, as you can see before you, I've got a grotesque, giant demon developing before you who loves to consume food. Now, there was a few ways I could have gone about this one, and it was kind of a hard decision. I thought it would be interesting to have a glutton demon that was actually super skinny and with all the food around them, but after watching the movie that I felt fit best with this theme, I did change my mind to go with the large demon that just keeps consuming and consuming. And the reason being, this horror movie is called Feed. It is from 2005. It's a crime horror thriller focusing on a cybercrime investigator who tracks a man suspected of force-feeding women to death. I felt that the themes behind this movie fit better with the thought of a larger demon. However, I might do another piece with a thinner demon just because I really liked the concept and pretense of a skinny gluttonous demon who can never get enough. That's not what we have now. So let's get into my thoughts of this movie. Overall, I felt that this movie had a very student film aesthetic to it. It is based on real live crime around cannibalism and feeding fetishes. Because of the fetish aspects, there's actually a lot of nudity. I wasn't expecting that, but there's a ton of nudity, a lot of unnecessary nudity. I'm fine if nudity helped with the plot or character development, but I feel like a lot of this was just an excuse to see boobs and sex and didn't further the plot in any interesting way. There were some things that definitely did. So this movie does focus on cybercrime as a way of tracking and finding these victims, but overall I didn't feel as much nudity in this movie was needed. When you actually get away from the sex, the story gets a lot better. Not amazing, but a lot better. I will say that the climactic part of this movie did go in some interesting ways, and in ways I didn't expect, so I do give them credit for that. I did love the ending of this horror movie, just I'm not gonna spoil it, because actually maybe I should spoil it. I don't overall actually recommend watching this movie, but if you like weird endings and twists and turns, you'd probably like this. So if that's your kind of horror movie or your kind of thriller movie, definitely watch it. Overall though, I don't really recommend this movie. It did have some redeeming qualities in the last half of the movie. Well, maybe like the last 40 minutes of the movie, but not necessarily the first hour. There were some scenes focusing on the feeding of one of the characters, as it's called Feed, so no surprise. Feeding, that made me extremely uncomfortable and queasy, and they were very hard to watch. There is dead body gore in this movie, and I really liked how they did that. That was one aspect of the movie I feel was very well done. The acting felt really flat for the most part, which made it difficult to fully engage in a lot of the movie, but maybe that's why I liked the shift about an hour into. Maybe I just got used to the flat acting. I don't know. But again, I don't really recommend this movie overall, to the point that I do give it 2 out of 5 zombievers, so not really high. But I do have a moral of the story. The moral of the story is eat everything in small portions, or your diet can lead to your death, because a serial killer might become obsessed with feeding you. I hope you like this piece. I hope you feel I have done the sin gluttony justice by the grotesqueness of this guy, how much food there is behind him. Like, I could never eat that much food. I feel slightly nauseous thinking about how much food I put in behind this character, to be honest. And that is it for sin number 1, gluttony. I hope you've enjoyed this review. I hope you've enjoyed this time lapse. Thank you so much to my patrons, and from my dark heart to yours, have a wonderful day, and please don't die before my next video.